Okay, let's try this again. I'm just gonna wait for somebody to pop on. Not really sure what happened there. Hey Pat, welcome back. I'm just sitting here with my arms crossed because I'm like, what just happened? Hey Stella. Hey, it's Wednesday night, we're live. At this point, anything could happen, but thank you ladies for coming back. Yeah, just not sure what happened, but I'll continue. But thank you for coming back. Hi Bev. So let me just go ahead and sort of start over, but because I didn't save the other video, there was almost no point in saving it because nothing really happened. So, but welcome to Wednesday. Tonight's Wednesday. What are we? I forgot what date we're at. Wednesday the 14th, April 14th. My name is Barbara Ragsdale, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that lives in the San Antonio, Texas area, and I am here live every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. in order to show you how to use your Stampin' Up! Products. I'm going to start coughing now. Y'all, this might not be the night. Ooh, here we go. It's Wednesday. Yep, I'm your entertainment for tonight. But I am here live every Wednesday to show you how you can use your Stampin' Up! Products in order to make your 12 by 12 page layouts. So there we go. I've got my first sentence out. Hi Veronica. Thanks for coming back, you guys. And if you're not familiar with Stampin' Up!, we're a paper crafting company, and we cater to all levels of crafters. So whatever your crafting needs are, I am here to show you how to use the products, not just for your cards or your projects or any gift items, but also your 12 by 12 scrapbook page layout. So let me go ahead and get this camera pointed down so that we can get started before we cut off again. I had left earlier to go get a prize because I had forgot to bring a prize over here. And then let me do just a quick couple of announcements. If you're watching me live, you probably see a live somewhere in the top left-hand corner of one side of my head. Hi, Marianne. Otherwise, you might be watching the replay on Facebook and also on YouTube. So if you're watching me on YouTube, thank you for subscribing to my channel. And don't forget, the YouTube subscribers can also comment on YouTube, and I have a separate drawing for you guys because I want to make sure, since you're watching, that you also get some free goodies as well, that you get entered to get something free as well. It probably won't be the same prize, but it'll definitely be another prize for you guys. So let's go ahead and get this thing flipped around so that we can get started on today's demonstration. Let me pull this back a little bit so I can still see some comments. There we go. I've got a few things here, so let me see if I can make a little bit room to spread out a little bit. But this is the April monthly host code and the QR code. And for the month of April, when you order $25 or more directly on my website, this is my website, and when you use that host code, you're going to get a free kit in order to make 4 cards using the Welcoming Window Bundle, which this is the stamp set, and then there's dies on the inside, but this comes from the January to June mini catalog. And I do have a couple of cards to show you here that I did on Sunday's Facebook Live. Sunday afternoon I went live at the retreat, so that wasn't the normal video, but this is one of the cards of the kit that you'll get, the free kit that you'd get to make. You do have to have the stamps, but everything will be die cut and embossed for you, and I know you can see that 3D embossing folder, and on the inside is the Happy Mother's Day message. And then this is the other one. This is what the one Sunday should have looked like if I'd had all my supplies with me while I was demonstrating it. And then the insides, this one's just blank, so everything's on the outside. But that's 2 of the cards. This Sunday I'll have the complete set so that you can see the complete set. And then anyone that joins my email list will also get a free PDF tutorial and also a new catalog. And the catalog that I'm referring to is the new catalog that goes live May the 4th. Now, it's not going to be spiral bound like that. This one's mine, but you will get a complimentary copy of the new catalog that goes live May the 4th. And then if you're an active demonstrator, I have a different little goodie for you in lieu of a new catalog, because I know that you get your catalogs and you've already got one, or you have some more coming your way. But feel free to, once I'm done with the video, there'll be this link in the details, or you can also scan that QR code if you have a different device while you're watching. And then the only other announcement is it is a new month for Paper Pumpkin. Let me show this other side first. This is the actual flyer. Our Paper Pumpkin is our monthly paper subscription service, and these kits come directly to your door. They're exclusive kits. They have an ink spot in it, an exclusive stamp set, and all the supplies you need in order to make whatever that particular month's theme is. And the registration period for this is April 11th through May the 10th. So if you have kids or grandkids that are into baseball, this is like this is going to be the perfect kit for you. This says it contains enough supplies to create 9 cards and coordinating envelopes, and it offers a timeless throwback touch with classic colors, pinwheel and pinstripe patterns, and vintage washed paper pieces. And check this out, it also comes with bubble gum, so you can chew while you craft or slide it into a card. That's cool. That ought to be really interesting to see that one. Plus, my Paper Pumpkin subscribers always will get coordinating cuts of cardstock in order to add to your kit or work on any other projects you might be working on. So don't forget, every month the deadline to sign up or change the amount of kits that you want is the 10th. So you have until May 10th in order to get the next month's kit, which is called Batter Up. Okay, so let's do that. And then if you're wondering what's the deal with the wheel, every single week I will draw a name for anybody that liked, commented, and shared my video. And if you share, you get 2 entries, and your name goes on the wheel. And then I'll just randomly pull. I've been pulling prizes out of my little prize basket. Some of my stuff is almost completely unpacked from retreat. So I just went and grabbed I had like 3 extra of these. But this is the Well Suited Twine Combo Pack. It didn't necessarily coordinate with the ice cream suite, but I didn't have any extra of the snail mail twine combo pack because that was Blushing Bride and Basic White. But this one is Basic Gray and Night of Navy. I believe it's Night of Navy. Yeah, I think it's Night of Navy. So when you like, comment, and share, that gets you on the wheel, and we're going to go ahead and do the drawing. And this one is for last week's video, which was Layout 7, page number 2. So we're about to give away a twine combo pack. Hi, Bonnie. Donna Hall. Congratulations, Donna. I think you won recently. I don't know if she's watching right now, but Donna, I know you typically will watch the replay. So if you're watching this on the replay, or you can... All right, ladies. I don't know if it paused there or what it did. I looked up and it said it was trying to reconnect. So I'm going to try to get through this. I don't know what you guys saw on your end, but I stopped talking when I noticed that it was not doing what it's supposed to be doing. So, okay, we're going to try to get through tonight. Let's do this. We are going to be doing a 12 by 12 page layout, and we're going to be doing one for Mother's Day. I got an extra sheet here. Let me get that out of the way. And what we're going to be using is I have a 12 by 12 piece of soft sea foam, and then I also have a designer series piece from the True Love designer series paper. Now I know y'all seen me do some demonstrations with this before, and so I'm going to do one more, but I'm going to do it in the form of a page layout for Mother's Day, because Mother's Day is next month, you guys. But I know you've seen this before, but this True Love designer series paper is one of my favorites. It's got different black and white patterns to it on this side, and then on the other side you have all these flowers. So this paper is going to be retiring, so if you like this paper, this is the time to get it. And what I did, and I'm going to show you as long as the video continues to record, I'm going to show you. I wanted to do something a little different this time with a frame on a layout page. And this is actually a 12 by 12 piece of designer series paper. And then I'm going to get a piece that I don't mind cutting up, like a full piece here. Let me get a full piece. I'm going to use this one right here, okay? And I'm going to show you how you can get a frame out of your 12 by 12 paper. That I'm using is soft seafoam. So we're going to get to know our paper trimmer tonight. If you did not know this about your paper trimmer, if you have a Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer, on your guides, I know it just went out. I'm going to try to get through this, you guys. On your guides, I know you probably can't see that from there. I can see it just because the light's shining on it. But if you look at your little bitty guides, there's little bitty lines on the side and on the top. It's on the scoring blade, and it's also on your cutting blade as well. Look at the line. There's little bitty grooves over here to the right and grooves to the left. And that right there will help you line up to these horizontal lines on your paper trimmer. So this is how I got a 12 by 12 piece of paper into a frame. You first want to determine how thick you want your frame to be. And for this purpose, I'm just going to use 1.5 inches. Actually, yeah, we'll do 1.5 inches. And then I want to get that little bitty line lined up to, I think I can see it. There we go. And then I'm going to take it all the way down. Let's see if I can move this up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take it all the way down to that last inch line. Okay, and then I'm just going to rotate the paper. I've got it at 1.5 inches, and then I'm going to start it down here because it's already on that line, and I'm going to take it up to that top line, and then I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to rotate it and do the same thing going in the opposite direction. So it's already there. I'm taking it down to that last inch down there, and then I'm going to rotate it one last time. So you're going to have to rotate it 4 times in order to get it. And you want to make sure, I know you probably can't see this one down here, but you want to make sure that that line matches up to that horizontal line. And then after that, your middle piece will separate. This giant square piece right here will separate from the frame that we just cut. Okay, now that's what I did, but I used this designer series paper. Okay, now let's go ahead and get this down. I'm just going to put some adhesive on it to get this frame down. So that's just a little tip if you didn't know that about your paper trimmer, because those little lines can be hard to look at or even notice that they're there. But that gives you an opportunity to make a frame with your designer series paper. So we're just going to line this piece up, and I chose to go ahead and use a 12 by 12 piece of soft sea foam so that I had something stable to build onto. You could easily, uh-oh, it's sticking. Oh no, it's sticking down here. Hold on, you guys. I didn't intend for it to stick down here. That's the only thing. You want to be careful. Unless you put adhesive on a little bit at a time. There we go. Okay, so we have a frame. See if I can pull this up a little bit so you can see a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so now we have a frame with our designer series paper. And then I also have a couple of more mats that I want to put together. I also did this particular designer series paper. This is a 6 by 6 piece, by the way, and I did the same thing on the inside. I just went ahead and used like an inch, and then I'm mounting it on this. Oops, let me put this on the right side. I'm mounting it on, and see, you could use either one of those sides, but I wanted to use the little floral side. I think over here in San Antonio, we have some, hopefully some rain coming our way. So I think maybe clouds are just interfering with our internet service out here. Okay, so I have this one that I put together, and then I also have this mat that I'm going to put together, which would be able to fit a 4 by 6 picture. So my intention for this particular page literally is just to have like one picture, and this would be the mat for that picture. Okay, so I have 4 little strips of, and I might need to get I'll just use glue dots. Get my glue dots. I have this scalloped lace trim is what I have, and I can't remember if this is retiring or not. I didn't look at it before I got on here, but we're going to put this along the back of this piece here, and I'm just going to I'm going to lightly tack these on. So let me get a glue dot on each corner, actually the corner and like the middle, just to help hold it. And I'm going to put it all the way around. So I want to make sure I put glue dots all the way around so this lace trim will stick and sort of make like a mat behind this piece of cardstock. So let me make sure I get all of these around. I'm trying to look up every now and then just to make sure I'm still live. Okay, I think I got them all. Okay. Oops. And I've already cut these pieces of trim. One fell. And let's do this. I want that scalloped edge to be on the outside. So let me put those there and make sure it attaches to the glue dot. I'm going to end up trimming anything that falls outside that. The edge of this cardstock. So we're going to put this on the back side, and like I said, just attach it with some glue dots. We just want a little bit of that scallop to be peeking around the back of this. And one more piece. And I'll fix this other one here. I think I got them all. Let me fix this piece. Oh, let me put another glue dot there. I think that's the problem. Let's get another one on top of that so that that one will stick. There we go. And then I'm going to pop this up with some large dimensional. So let me get a large dimensional on the back corner of this. I'm going to want this mat to pop up just a little bit. Okay, so let me set this aside. Actually, you know what? No, I can go ahead and put this down. Let me go ahead and put this down. Get this out of the way. And we are going to put this at an angle. This one's going to go kind of like that. Okay, and then this one, we're going to go ahead and pop this one up too. So let me get a dimensional on the back of these as well. Go ahead and take those off while I'm putting them on. I hope you guys like this. I love this color combo with this basic black, the basic white, the soft seafoam. It's so pretty. And then this particular mat, you can turn it like this way. Okay. And then I'm using these antiqued corner sliders in order to put on the corner of the bottom mat. And I'm just going to put these down with some glue dots. So I'm going to put one right there. We're going to start really building this out. I'm going to put one right here. And then one right here. Let's get it this way. Somebody's alarm just went off. Uh-oh. Couldn't pick that one up there. Okay, and then the last one we're going to put down here. Okay. So those kind of just help frame out that bottom mat that we got going on there. And I probably should have done this right after I put the frame on, but I am going to be using a retiring stamp set. There we go. Strong and Beautiful. I do want to point this out. This has got so many beautiful sayings that really, really do, you know, what's the word? What am I thinking? Like describe, I guess, what you would put if you were doing like a card or a project or something to a woman, you know, whether it's your mom, your grandma, an aunt, maybe a female neighbor or whatever. But for this particular scrap piece, the scrapbook layout, I'm going to be using You're Like a Diamond, Resilient, Strong, and Beautiful. Because I think this particular layout with the right picture, and I think a black and white picture would look really, really good on this one, like a real, like sepia. Okay, there we go. I know it went out, so I stopped talking, and I went ahead and just stamped this until it came back. So I don't even know what it does when it goes out, you guys. I don't know if it just sits there and pauses or what, but I did notice that it went out. So all I did was I stamped You're Like a Diamond, Resilient, Strong, and Beautiful. And then I want to go ahead and use some rhinestone basic jewels, and I want to put a couple of them on, let me use this piece right here to help pick them up. I want to put one on the eye in Resilient, on each eye in Resilient, and then on Beautiful as well. I definitely want to put them there. That way you kind of see that on the scrapbook, on the eyes in that. Okay, and then the part that I want to do next, they're flowers. I went ahead and stamped these and colored them with blends. The blends that I'm using is soft seafoam. I use light, and I also use light so saffron. Okay, so on this, I'm going to just put this one directly down. I want to put that one flat on the cardstock and designer series paper, but this one, I don't know if you can see that from your angle, but this one looks a little roughed up. And I'm going to show you how I did that. I didn't just crinkle up the paper. I went ahead and stamped it and then die cut it, and then used my blend to color it. And then I went ahead for this one, I went ahead and made the bow. But I'm going to make another bow to go on the other side. So let me get a couple of glue dots on the back of this to make sure it sticks. And we're going to put that, where'd my glue dots go? Oh, they're still on here. I'm like, where'd they go? Okay, there we go. I'm going to put a bow there. And then on the designer series paper, I'm just going to use this particular page as an example, but on the floral parts of the designer series paper, you know, you have full flowers, and then you have these edge pieces over here. For this designer series paper that I used, it was this one. So you have all these pieces along the edge that you want to also use those. So I did 2 pieces, because I want to put these along the bottom of the scrapbook page down here at the bottom. So I'm going to put that one right there just to help soften up that little corner. And then this one, same thing. I'm going to put this one a little bit behind there, just to put some flowers down here at the bottom. It's really, really quickly with light So Saffron. Of course, you know, the more you go over your colored pieces, the darker they'll get. But I wanted this to be light. And then the darker one, I'm going to use that just in the middle, just so it's a little darker. Okay. Now, in order to rough up your papers to give a little bit of texture to your flower, what I did is, you can also use a spritzer, but I just used one of my water painters. Is that what the official name is? I don't know what they felt. We used to call them aqua painters, but all I did with that is, and I'm going to put it down because right now it's flat. It's a completely flat piece, but once I have it down and you start to get some water on it, so I'm just squeezing this and getting this piece of paper wet. The same thing will happen if you use your spritzer and spritz some water on it. But this paper is starting to curl because it's wet. There's even a drop right there. But you can see that this paper is starting to curl. Now, while it's wet, it's not completely saturated, but while it's wet, all I'm doing is just helping break up the fibers of the cardstock. And that's going to kind of just give it a little texture, breaking up those fibers. It's easier to do when it's wet, and the lines are a lot more cleaner when you're doing that. It's kind of like when you crumble up a piece of paper and then you try to unfold it, it just gives it that kind of look to it. Okay, so I'm going to let that one dry, and now you can see it's got a little dimension to it as well. Plus, see if I can bring that a little closer. I don't know if you guys can see the paper itself. It looks crinkled. That's what I was going for. Okay, and then this piece, I'm going to make a double bow with this lace trim, and I used 24 inches. Probably overkill, but I know with 24 inches I have enough to make my bow. Okay, so now I have a double bow, and it really all depends on which way you tie it, depends on which way your scallop is going. I think on the other one I did it this way. I don't think there's a real wrong or right way. I think it's just a matter of preference. Okay, so now I have a double bow, and I don't have to tweak the little loops as much as I thought I was, but that's good. And then just trim your tails, however you want to trim your tails. Just get those at an angle. Go. And then we'll put these on with a couple of glue dots. Make sure they get on there. Oh, let me put my dimensional on here. Let's get that one down. I know y'all can see the back of the paper, how crumble it looks. That's just going to help give it a little dimension on the paper, and then we're going to put that right there. And then I also have another piece that I was going to put down here to help fill in this little area down here. So let's do this one in, oh, I don't know. Let's do this one. Let's do this one in So Saffron. This will be really, really easy. So we're just going to color it really, really quickly in light So Saffron. With this designer series paper, you can make any color flower you want. I love it. This black and white really does give you that choice of being able to make any color flower that you want. I'm going to save that little greenery piece and color that one with soft seafoam. So let me just get all my little pieces in there. I'm going to leave it light. Let me make sure I get the edges. I think I'm still live. And I'm going to use light soft seafoam just to color in this little leaf. Try to get a little darker towards the center. And then let me use the dark one to do these centers. All right, you guys. All I did was I put this last piece down. I stopped talking when I noticed it went out again. I'm so sorry. I'm not even sure what's going on with the internet this evening, but I do thank you for sticking with me, and I'm sorry if you're having to come back and finish watching the replay. But this is your 12 by 12 page layout. This is layout number 8, page 1. It's going to be a focal page, so you can put one large picture on it. And then next week at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we will do the other side. We'll do page 2, which will be equally beautiful, and we'll also have the ability to have more pictures on the other side, as well as some journaling to be able to do. So, but thank you for hanging in with me tonight. Hopefully this next episode won't be so interrupted with some Wi-Fi issues, and I'll have to go back and see kind of what happened in between so I understand what happens when it pauses on my end. But thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for liking, commenting, your sharing, and I'll go update the details of the video once this posts. But I do thank you for joining me this evening, and I hope that you can join me this Sunday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, for the other half of the monthly online ordering special. So have a great evening, you guys. Bye-bye.